Welcome back to Ayaz Tech. In this video, I am going to show you how to connect your Namecheap domain name with a hosting that is available on your DigitalOcean Droplet. So at this time, you can see that I have a domain name that is ayaz.xyz. I want to connect this domain with a website that is hosted on DigitalOcean website. So at this time, I have an admin panel that is working on this IP address right now. So let me show you this website really quick. Copy that IP address, open it here. You can see that the this admin panel is working on this IP address and it is working fine. Next thing that I wanted to do is that I want to link this domain name with this website so that I could access this website by using this domain name. So l- let me show you at this time it is not uh, showing this website on that domain. So I have entered the domain and you can see it is loading for all the time. You can see it has loaded the default landing page from Namecheap because I purchased from there. I did not change the name servers or anything like that. So that is why it is loading a default web page. But it is not connected to my original website that I want to use. So there might be different ways to connect your domain with the hosting. The two ways that I know that how to connect. These ways are you can connect with the help of a record or you can use the name servers. So if you click on the advanced DNS, then here you can see that in this section there are several options. And for example, if you want to change the name servers, find. So here you can see that from here you can add the name servers. So you can see if you want to add, click on the name server. But in this video, I'm not using the name servers. I am going to use a different method that is called by using a records. So the usage of a record is really easy and simple and straightforward. If you are going to use a record to point your domain name with the hosting, then you just need an IP address that you can just connect with it. So you know that we already have an IP address that is available here. So that's mean we can easily connect it with this domain. So let's begin. In this area, you can see at this time by default it is routing all of my requests that comes to my www subdomain. It redirects them to this domain name that is the landing page of my website at this time. So and also it is redirecting all of the requests to this domain. So these are the things that we don't need. uh, So what I'm going to do is that I will remove these things, but before let me add a new record. By clicking on that button, you can see a lot of options here. We will just use the A record, click on A record, and then here you need to provide the host, and here you need to provide the IP address. So here I'm going to use www, and here we need to provide this IP address. Paste it here. Next, keep it as it is automatic and now click on the tick icon. Now we have added a www a record for the www, so that is why it has removed the other record types automatically, the record which were uh, added by default by the Namecheap. those records were deleted by automatically. Now, as we have pointed our www subdomain with this IP address, now if we try to access it, then it should work. But before we try to access it, there is a website where you can check if it is connected with my subdomain yet or not yet. So for that, open a new tab, type DNS checker. Uh, okay, click on that. Here you need to type the domain name that you want to check, and it will tell you if it is connected with this IP address or not. So I am selecting the domain name www dot domain name, and here make sure that you have selected the A option from this drop down. Now click on the search icon. It will search around the globe and it will show you the IP address which are connected with this domain name. So it is showing multiple IP addresses. That looks strange. Uh, that is strange because we have only one IP address that we have connected. So actually, there is another reason. This is not all that we need to do. We need another step that we need to perform. We have redirected all of our traffic to this IP address, and this IP address is hosted on DigitalOcean. So, in order to complete the process, you have to go to the DigitalOcean and click on this droplet, and we need to add domain inside the DigitalOcean as well. To add a domain, go to the manage and click on the networking. And in the networking, find the domains tab, click on that. And in the domains tab, you need to add another that domain that you are going to connect. So I'm going to connect this domain. So copy that domain and type www dot this. Click on the add domain button. All right. On this page, now it is showing you some option that what you want to do. I will just type at the rate, and here you need to type select the droplet that you want to point that you want to use for all of the requests. So whenever somebody opens the www domain, it will redirect all the traffic to the droplet that you are going to select. So click on the droplet that you want. In my case, I want to use this website, so I will select this droplet. Now click on the create record. Okay, you can see that my A record has been created successfully. Now go back to the DNS checker and try to search it again. Now you can see that now number of IP addresses are reducing. Now in this country or area, the IP address is only one, and it will be updated very soon. So first of all, let's make sure if this IP address is the same that is on our droplet. Go back here and find for the IP address. I'm going to click. So this is the IP address. I'm going to copy the IP address and go back to the DNS checker and search for that IP address. You can see that I have added the IP address that I just copied from the DigitalOcean, and you can see that it is showing me that it is updated in these countries or areas. So if it is updated in your area, then that's mean you can now start using it. So I'm going to click on search button once again to see if it is updated everywhere or not yet. It is still not updated everywhere. We need to wait. It may take some time. It is not a quick process. So once it is updated everywhere, then we should start opening your website in the browser. But if not, then you should keep waiting for it for some time. So this is how I usually check. I keep refreshing the page by clicking on the search button, and it shows me once it is updated everywhere. So as it is going to take some time, so I'm going to pause this video and I will unpause it once it is updated everywhere. Then I will show you by opening the website in the browser. Actually, as it is updated in many places in many countries, so I just tried in my browser, and that domain is already now linked to that droplet, to that hosting. So I want to show you really quick. Go to the incognito tab, and you can open in any browser, but I just want to try in a fresh uh, tab with no cache or history. So just type www.ayaz.xyz, press enter. You can see that now my domain name has been linked with that hosting. You remember that earlier it was showing a default web page from the Namecheap, but now when you open this domain, it is now showing the actual web page that you wanted to display on this domain. So that's mean that now your domain name has been linked with your hosting successfully. You can browse your pages or you can do whatever. It's up to you now. So that's all I wanted to show you in this video. If you liked my video, then please like my video, click on the bell icon and subscribe my video, and subscribe my channel. Don't forget to comment or share. Thank you for watching my video.